Title: Ex-Florida deputy walks into the courtroom, the unseen side of Parkland School shooting. TLDR, in a surprising turn of events, Scot Peterson, the former sheriff's deputy who was on duty during the tragic Parkland School shooting, is heading to trial. Charged with neglecting the safety of the students and perjury, his case may set precedents for law enforcement officers. Will his defense hold up? The stage is set, the court is in session, and at the center of it all is Scot Peterson, a 60-year-old ex-deputy of the Broward County Sheriff's Office. This isn't your average court case, folks. We're diving headfirst into the aftermath of the Parkland School shooting, an event that left 17 dead and another 17 wounded. Peterson was the officer on duty that fateful Valentine's Day back in 2018. Now, he's not just facing the ghosts of the past, but also some serious charges, including child neglect, culpable negligence, and perjury. Oh, did I mention the potential jail time adds up to a whopping 97 years? So, what's the beef? Well, according to surveillance video and official statements, Peterson never entered the building while the shooting was ongoing. While shots echoed and chaos reigned, it seems our deputy decided to play the role of the spectator. This trial is uncharted territory, folks. Law enforcement officers rarely face charges for failing to act, and this case could rewrite the rulebook. Will this open up a Pandora's box for other officers? The defense is confident and the stakes are high. Interestingly, the law that Peterson is accused of breaking is usually reserved for caregivers like parents or daycare providers. Does this mean the law might get a new interpretation? Remember Nicholas Cruz, the actual shooter? He dodged the death penalty and landed a life sentence with no parole. Now, it's Peterson's turn in the hot seat. As the gavel hits the sound block, only one thing's certain: the eyes of the nation are watching. And while we're on the topic, let's talk Uvalde, Texas. A year ago, a school shooting there claimed 19 young lives and injured 17. The police waited an entire hour before confronting the shooter, leading to massive backlash. A report suggested an officer could have potentially stopped the gunman before he entered the school but didn't. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? So, here we are. One courtroom, a retired deputy, and a whole lot of questions. Will Peterson be made an example of, or will he walk out a free man? Only time will tell. But one thing is for certain, this case is about to shake the foundations of law enforcement accountability. And we're here for it. This sparks a bigger conversation: are our law enforcement agencies adequately trained and prepared for such horrific events? How do we ensure that when the next call of duty arrives, our officers are ready to charge in, guns blazing, rather than hiding outside? Is it time to reassess how we handle such crises? Let's get talking, people. What do you think? How should our law enforcement respond in such critical,